Good morning and happy full moon in Capricorn. Here is your pull for the day. We've got the Four of Pentacles or Four of Materials, Seven of Pentacles or Seven of Materials, and this card, Awakening, which is Judgment in the regular deck. So it's really beautiful, actually, really interesting, because this is really speaking a lot about where we find ourselves on the path of progress, where we find ourselves in relation to what it is that we're building, and also bringing our sights back to our foundations as well, the foundations of our security, the foundations of our care, self-care, nurturance. As we are going along the path to where we want to go, are we looking after ourselves? As we progress forward in terms of our legacy, the creation of our legacy, which is what Capricorn is really interested in, are we also taking care of our day-to-day needs and our day-to-day requirements? Are we looking after ourselves in the correct way in the present moment? Are we making sure that we have the correct foundations and the correct building blocks to continue along that path? Because that path is going to take a lifetime, right? It doesn't mean that it's going to take a lifetime for us to succeed or to get to where it is that we're trying to get to. But legacy, the creation of a legacy, and obviously with this full moon being in Capricorn, in full moons, we find a completion, right? We come to some sense of completion, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the completion we're experiencing today is the fulfillment of our legacy. The completion that we're experiencing today has to do with how that energy arises in us, how we work with that energy, what we are building towards, what we are making our lives about. And then we have this awakening card here. Being tuned in with our highest guidance, being tuned in with our highest expression, being tuned in with our highest self. As we walk the path towards our legacy, which, by the way, our legacy is not a destination. I've achieved X, Y, and Z. Now I have a legacy. All done. No. Our legacy is about what we leave behind. And that is material, but it's also much more than that. It's what we leave in the material. It's the imprint we leave on this world. And that is developed over time by the steps that we take along the way. So this reading today is like a very beautiful meeting of Cancer, where the sun is right now shining on the moon in Capricorn, which is creating this full moon. This is between our basic needs, our nurturance, our self-care, our bodies, our foundations, and our legacies, what we are building towards, what we are leaving behind, what we are here to create in this world, the imprint that we are here to leave. And all of it is being guided by a greater intelligence, our highest self, our highest good, if we can listen in that sort of step-by-step moment. The creation of legacy happens one step at a time. No matter how successful you are, no matter where you are at on your journey, no matter what kind of issues and difficulties you might be coming up against right now, this concept of legacy and Capricorn can be quite difficult, right? Because if you are struggling to just get through the day, thinking about legacy can be quite overwhelming. But this is a reminder, your legacy is what you leave, the imprint you leave by how you show up day by day. Your legacy is what you create in listening to your highest guidance and being with your highest self day in, day out. Make sure that you're looking after your basic current moment requirements. Make sure that you're looking after yourself. Make sure that you're looking after your health. Make sure that you're looking after your resources in a good way. And keep walking towards where you're going. because that's how your legacy is going to unfold. And with this full moon today, I think that we're bringing a sense of completion, perhaps, or there is a great opportunity for us to bring a sense of completion around how we align with this idea of our highest self, how we align with this idea of what we are creating, or our success, or our legacy, what we are imprinting on the world, what we are passing on, what we are passing down. To allow it to be a process, to allow it to be step by step, to allow it to keep unfolding with us. Because if you achieve everything that you've ever wanted to achieve, you're not going to be done. You're not going to be finished. There's going to be something else, right? There's going to be something else that you're going to discover. There's going to be something else that you're going to want to create. So that legacy energy is not about being super successful and saying, tick, I've done it. That legacy energy is about allowing yourself to make the impact on the world that you came here to make. And not putting the pressure on yourself to expect that that has to happen right now. In this moment, you have to create like $1 million empire in order to make an impact. No, you are making an impact on your world by the very nature of your being. You cannot help but do it. There is nobody in this world that is not making an impact by being here. There is nobody that is not participating or part of this world or part of this universal expression by being here. How we be here, how you be here, how you show up, what spaces you move from, what spaces you make decisions from, how you look after yourself and others, how you feel about what you're doing. This step by step, this moment by moment, this is all part of that Capricorn energy of what you're leaving behind and what you're creating. And Capricorn is also this kind of sense of preparation of what's to come, right? Preparation of what's to come. Not only within our own lifetime, but for the generations that come after us. So happy full moon in Capricorn. It's really interesting and beautiful lunation, I think. And this reading is really bringing forward that sort of balance as well, with that sun energy in Cancer, the moon in Capricorn, those energies facing one another and working in this kind of illumination, right? The sun in our place of home and nurture and care, and kind of like the mother is shining light on the moon, our inner world, right? Our inner emotions in this place of Capricorn, of divine masculine, of legacy, of what we're here to build, of what we're here to create. But remember that that is also a nurturance. We are creating. Are we creating from a state of nurturance? Are we creating for something else? There are going to be questions around these, and this is, again, as a full moon, a completion probably of some of those questions, a completion possibly of some questioning that you might have been doing around what you are here to do, how you can best do that, how you can look after yourself while you do it, how can you look after yourself while you make an impact, how can you make sure that the impact you make is also one of care and compassion and lifting others up. And how can you give yourself the grace to allow your legacy to unfold with each step and each breath of your being, and not to be based on some kind of number or idea. You have a legacy. You are leaving a legacy, whether you are financially wealthy or not. And today is a really beautiful day to think about what legacy you're leaving. All right, have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you so much, and see you soon.